the show. So the better you are, the better Larry is. Okay, now you see this gentleman? Now he's giving me this sign, and it says, we're on in 10 seconds, so get ready to have a good time. Alright, here we go. This is exciting, isn't it?
In 5, 4, 3, 2. There's a camera right here.
Easy Paradise! What up, Easter? Happy Easter! Happy Passover! How's everybody doing in National Poetry Month, huh? I've got poetry chapbooks. Poetry. Making it rain! Making it rain! With my verse! Come on! That is free poetry for the masses. Give it up for Easy Paradise, open mic Monday, April 10th, 2023. Yes, we can kill that music. Kuzu Daddy on the ones and twos over there. That's right. How we doing? Get it up, give it up. Come on. Woo. Monday night, New York City. We're doing it. Huey Lewis in the new style, all right? We're taking it to the people directly. We've got entertaining musicians. We have entertaining poetry that's going to bring you in to National Poetry Month. Everybody, welcome to the Easy Paradise fictional universe, okay? We've gone public. We just sold Easy Paradise. That's right. Crank it, Easy Kuzu Daddy, crank it. Who loves coming to a place where everybody knows their name, huh? That's Easy Paradise, that's right. Kuzu Daddy's gonna bring it out. How's everybody? You making friends out here in Easy Paradise? Say hello to your neighbor. Peace be with you. How you doing, Car? How you doing, Peepin' Hefter? How you doing, Philip Lee DM? Billy Cancel in the house, everybody. Sometimes you wanna go. Spread stuff. Anything can happen. Anything. We're nuts. We're all the same. You want to go to Easy Paradise, where everybody knows you and your art and your poetry. All right, kill the music. See, that's just the kind of vibe we have here. We embrace everything, okay? That was all live. That was me playing that live, okay? That was piano lessons paying off from my childhood. Yes. The Easy Paradise creative universe has so many stars, and we're like the Avengers of poetry and music and art in New York City. And we're keeping downtown alive. I mean, come on. What else? Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to be hilarious and full of energy and carping the diem. And it's Sprech time. Is everybody having a wonderful spring?
Yeah!
Are you doing your Sprech time talk pieces? Or people improvising talk pieces? You should be. Get on YouTube and live stream it. It's what I do. And I think we just trade essays verbally across the information superhighway in the cybersphere. And we've got so much food for thought tonight, and so much funny content. Well, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. You're going to be moved, you're going to make friends. You're going to have 2 drinks because it's required. I hate to break this to everybody, but our beloved Ben Shields is going to be going on vacation for 2 months. Yeah, our bartender. The great... And let me tell you something. Ben Shields scooped the New York Times because he did an article about Beckett's townhouse 6 months before the New York Times got there. So give it up for Ben Shields, the great writer, scooping the New York Times. And it's a great interview. Read the interview. It's like a Paris Review interview. It's funny, it's smart, it's everything. So tip big. We've got a great new Cement. We've got a great new bartender training. Give it up for Cement. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of great times in Easy Paradise. So just sit back and relax. I'm going to start off with a short piece. I'm going to read it forwards, and then I'm going to read it backwards. Because I've been in this workshop. I've been really hitting the books in my poetry singing school. You make your own MFA. That's That's what this is about, okay? We are the MFA. We are, you know, we don't give you a credential, we don't give you a degree, but you learn, and this is the real shit. This is real life. We're taking our stuff and we're just putting it out there, and it's coming up against real life and real ears and real people listening. So thank you all for your listening. And in this workshop, one of the things we've been doing, I guess Anselm Berrigan will read his poems backwards, sort of without telling anybody. I thought that was trippy and far out. So I'm going to read this poem forwards, and then I'm going to read it backwards. Sort of like a death and resurrection act. 414, Lost in Paradise. Being hungover is a part of life. Where one didn't exist, I made my own job. That's 100 proof. The show doesn't even start till 11 o'clock. That's true. Stick around. If we go late and it's good, the late night is, there's a lot of talent in the wee hours. And some interesting stuff happened last week. Addressing the recent controversy, you may remember, you may have been here. We're surviving though. No one is going to stop us. I don't need music, I've got this, guys. Drinking this musical water, I feel pregnant. As a hermaphrodite, two happened twice. God realm or die trying. God realm or die trying. Two happened twice. As a hermaphrodite, I feel pregnant. Drinking this musical water, I don't need music, I've got this, guys. Addressing the recent controversy till 11 o'clock. The show doesn't even start. That's 100 proof. I made my own job where one didn't exist. Is a part of life being hungover? This and other questions we are going to answer tonight. Come on, the party is just now getting started. Who's ready? Who's ready for Easy Paradise? There's 4 white guitar picks on this stage. It feels like a good omen. Could we get DJ Santiago? He's going to kick us off with some piano music, everybody. So get ready to be entertained. This guy is a master of the 88s, and we're super stoked to have him back. He's graced us with some Elton John, and I think he's going to be playing some Billy Joel for us tonight. So, I don't know. He can play whatever he wants. DJ Santiago, give it up.
The mic's not on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Someone. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay. So I've been coming here since probably early January, and since then I've been doing a little thing called playing a song that has a title of whatever month we're in since then. And
Go April!
so I figure we might as well continue such tradition.
Yeah.
And this one I actually need the words to, because I know the words, I just don't, want to mess anything up. Okay, so this is a little love song I wrote 2 years ago when I was in love with someone who I thought I was gonna marry, but then, as you know, time fades. But don't worry, marriage is a scam. But I'll tell you, this particular number is probably one of the better ones on this little journey through time, and you will see probably when the recording comes out how much my voice has deepened since I recorded it. So this is a song called My April Springtime Lover, and I just want to say for the people over here, I'm so sorry that you had to see my background. It's okay, well, this chair moves so easily. Okay. Okay, alright. Forgetting about how long ago life. I am no longer blind. I can see the light in your eyes. It's the feeling of romance that seems to entice the eyes. You're more than what you think you are. You are a shining, glimmering star. You are the apple of my eye. You can do anything you're capable of. Your skin is soft as a dove. I can feel it when I'm touching you, my love. My April, springtime lover. You do more than all the others. You make it easy to smile. My April, springtime lover. You do more than all the others. I'm loving you all the while. Moonlight isn't shining as bright, but when you're here it shines twice as bright. I did it all for you and I would do it again to keep you safe from harm's way. I bring you up to your honor. Sometimes you think you're lower. I bring you higher than I am. You do the same for me. How I lack my self-belief. You do all the things that make me what I am. My April, springtime lover. You do more than all the others. You make it easy to smile. My April, springtime lover. You do more than all the others. I'm loving you all the while. Thank you. For those types of love songs, you know, it takes a lot of time and patience to get through, which is what I, you know, dedicate that song to for those who don't like patience. All right, thank you. Good night.
DJ Santiago sounding great on the piano, everybody. All right, once again, it's a 5-minute time limit per performer, 2-drink minimum. Thank you all for coming out to Easy Paradise. Can we get the great Tatiana up to read some poetry for us? The poet laureate of Easy Paradise, writer of the national anthem of Easy Paradise, and just back from the Dead Pete Society. Let's get Tatiana up to serenade us.
Poetry, yeah.
Hi guys. Pete's Candy Store every first Friday of the month is an open mic. My friend Simona hosts and I guest host sometimes. It's fucking awesome. Come out. Okay, so last time I was here, I had kind of everybody in the bar wish my dad a happy birthday. And I realized, my father passed away 5 years ago, and I realized I've never written a poem about him or for him, and I write all these poems about all these fuckboys and idiots, and I've never written a poem about my dad, so this happened. Yeah. So my dad's nickname is Golga, so the title of the poem is Golga. 5 years after your father dies, on his birthday, you find ways to stop ruminating. You go running, pavement, Madonna, too much fresh air, your gums hurt from the oxygen. You buy yourself flowers, purple tulips that die the next day. You drink dirty martinis, eat oysters in his honor. You select the perfect location for a tattoo of his nickname. He hated tattoos, hated my eyebrow piercing in college. He thought I was perfect. Perfect is a lot to live up to. Perfect doesn't have holes in its eyebrows. A soldier's daughter never cries. You attend an open mic. You ask everyone at the bar to wish him a happy birthday. You record it, but never send it to your mother, knowing that it could break her to hear his nickname spoken out loud by so many people at once, reminding her that Golga is no longer there to respond. You cry. You text several men. One of them responds, so you go to his apartment. He makes you a Negroni in a fancy glass with one of those big square ice cubes. The ice melts and you realize you want to leave. What would your father say about these encounters? What would he think? So you leave. You come home and make tea. Wake up and do it all over again for the rest of your life. Grief isn't something you take off and hang in the coat closet. It doesn't wash off in the shower. It stays with you as you sleep, projecting its notions onto your subconscious loops. It travels with you on the 6 train to work. It's on your face, on the knots of your hair. It creeps into conversations. And somewhere on a first date, someone says, "I'm so sorry for your loss." And you stop breathing for a second. So you order a Negroni, and then you order 5 more. And you talk about pain. And he tells you, "You seem like a glass half empty kind of person." But my glass is actually full. It's full of all the wrong things. What do you say to someone who's never seen life leaving a body? Grief isn't transferable. It's individually yours. So you smile and joke about how your glass is full of vodka. Just like Golga used to do, turning pain into laughter, turning a glass half empty into a bottle, turning grief into poetry.
Woo!
And then I'll just do a really short one, because I can't not write about men that are not my father. Okay, it's a short one. You used to put a glass of water under my bed, a superstition for bad dreams. You're no longer here, the water has dried, but the glass is still there under my bed, out of arm's reach. My dreams are caught in a cycle of evaporation. My past stuck somewhere between floor and mattress. My future unable to cut through glass. I've lost 3 years to yearning. Last night I slept on your side of the bed for the first time. That spot has been reserved for your replacements. Maybe they felt your ghost, so they ghosted. Maybe I felt your absence, so I sabotaged. But when I have insomnia, I blame you. You tricked my brain into stillness, and now it searches for meaning in magic, in glasses and cups and star charts and horoscopes and heavy glances and the grazing of hands. I keep being charmed by coincidence while the glass collects more dust. Thank you.
Tatiana, great poetry here, National Poetry Month. Check out the Dead Pete Society at Pete's Candy Store the first Friday of every month, everybody. And check out Tatiana has a social media poetry account as well. Check it out. It's great, a lot of great stuff. Can we get the great Lee Moore up, possibly? Just off a hot off-Broadway debut at the Tank. Great playwright, great performer, world traveler, all-around bon vivant and raconteur. We're so excited to have Lee Moore back with us, everybody. Big round of applause.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so we have a poem, it's happy, and we have a song, it's sad.
Woo!
And if I can ask for quiet, please, thank you. This poem is called Beautiful Land. Hello, beautiful land. May I observe you, may I be you. May I see a duck, may I see a duck. May I be a duck. May I be a red or green light on the bridge over the ducks. I am like the mallard meandering in muck, searching for something. May I be a blue stone, naturally blue and well like that, happy like that. Oh, beautiful land, may I be you. May you be me. No, because I am me, and me is fine. Me is well and good. Me is sweet and dandy and fine. It's good to have a happy poem. There's not a lot. I've been sitting on this song for a couple of weeks and I think it's time to do it. It's a song by the great Ray LaMontagne. I'm nervous about it.
Don't be nervous. Yeah.
Oh, mama, don't walk away. I'm a goddamn sore loser, and I ain't too proud to say, but I'm still thinking about you. I'm so lonesome without you, and I can't get you out of my mind. Oh, mama, don't leave me alone, with my soul shut down so tight, just like a stone cold tomb. Ain't it clear when I'm near you? I'm just dying to hear you calling my name one more time. Oh, so don't pay no mind to my watering eyes. There must be something in the air that I'm breathing. Yes, and try to ignore all this blood on the floor. It's just this heart on my sleeve that's bleeding. Oh, mama, don't walk away. You leave me here bereaving from your words so hard and plain. You see the love that we had, it was just selfish and sad. Yes, but to see it now with him is just making me mad. Oh, so kiss him again.
Yeah.
Just to prove to me that you can. And I will stand here and burn in my skin. It's a lot of noise. And I will stand here and burn in my skin. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have fun tonight. Thank you.
They had to call the firefighters. You were burning in your skin too much.
Oh my God, I didn't make the connection.
You set it on fire. Lee Moore, everybody, lighting it up here on Monday night, New York City. All right, I think we've got an open mic debut. I'm really, really excited about this next performer. Is it possible we could get Cara O'Brien up to play some tunes for us? Give him a big round of applause.
Give me a second, guys.
Woo!
You gotta give me a for 4 weeks and just watching, and every time I go up and I say I can't do it, man, I can't do it this week. So this is the week where I didn't chicken out. This is called Jane.
Yeah.
Waltzed in the room and hide I got us all. Sunny sweet, singing a pretty song. With a golden voice, whisper of a thrill, I watch as they all fall to her will. Jane, if you hear the song, I want you to get what you want. But Jane, I'm jealous of the way that you are. Jane, I used to have that smile you got on. You better take it and run, take it and run, take it and run. You better take it and run. And these kind of white eyes, I hate that I even have her on my mind. From the winter, she's the iris of spring. With a golden voice, whisper of a thrill, I watch as they all fall to her will. Jane, if you hear the song, I want you to get what you want. But Jane, I'm jealous of the way that you are. Jane, I used to have that smile you got on. You better take it and run, take it and run, take it and run. You better take it and run.
With the open mic debut. I mean, come on. That sounded beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous voice. Fantastic. Cara O'Brien, one more time. I greet you at the beginning of a great career, because that is only the first step on the road to Easy Paradise immortality. One more time for Cara O'Brien, everybody. Check it out. All right, we're just getting started here at the open mic. Can we get Uncommon Lee? Is Uncommon Lee out there? Let's get Uncommon Lee up.
Give me 1 second.
All right. We got, once again, it's a 2-drink minimum, everybody. We're here every Monday if you want to sign up for next week at Easy Paradise Mag. Common Lee, coming on up.
Hey, let's make some noise for Easy Paradise in the KGB All right. Hey, before we start, I want to acknowledge my beautiful girlfriend, the most beautiful woman in this room, Mecca. All right. So today, yes, it detaches. Okay. All right. Today we will be listening to one of my spoken words. I kind of made it a year ago. You know, COVID had us all in the house. I'm a little chubby now. So it's called The Girl with the Cheek Tattoo. Okay?
Yeah.
Put the gloves on because I gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? One more time, make some noise for yourselves. Woo! All right, let's get it going. So, The Girl with the Cheek Tattoo. As I look across this aisle, I ain't even pay no mind if you caught on to my wondering eyes. No lies, I was enticed by the time you walked on to this train line. So far, you probably get hollered at so much that you ain't trying to pay me no mind. That natural curled hair, that look you got that says, damn, she fine everywhere. But yet you sat across from me and got as cozy as could be. Then you pulled out a book And I was like, oh, and she could read? I must be in a dream. Everything about you clean. With you, I'd play hide and seek. Oh, would you look at that? Shorty has a little heart tattoo on her cheek. Somebody called the doctor. Why? Because I feel my knees getting weak. Curvy, stylish. You wore glasses, so I know you're a little blind. Shit. But never mind, because love is too. Now, I don't know you like that to start putting my love on display, or how many stops it's gonna take for me to finally get up and say hey. Because if I could, I'd meet you again on any day of the 12-year week. Because I fell for you the moment I saw that heart tattoo on your cheek. One second, before you do the song. So now, I make a little bit of music. This is one of my more chill, laid-back ones from all my weed smokers. Alright, it is April, 420s in 10 days, count it down. Alright? Let's cue it up, it's called Kicking Back. Thank you. So let's clap. Woo! What? Yeah. What? Clap. I'll be get my hair braided, hella faded. Look at all that ass, yeah, I need that more. I'll be kicking back, my hair braided, hella faded. Look at all that ass, yeah, I need that more. I'll be kicking back, get my hair braided, hella faded. I'll be kicking back. What? I'll be kicking back, get my hair braided, hella faded. I'll be kicking back. Kick back, relax, there's weed in the air. Oh my, so high, it's foggy in here. Her thighs is thick, her hands is all in my hair. I'm trying to know if there's a thong under there. Get my hair braided. Sing it with me. I put on that ass, yeah, I need that, more than that. I'll be kicking back with my hair braided, hella faded. Look at all that ass. I need that, more than that. I'll be kicking back, my hair braided, hella faded. Look at all that. I'll be kicking back. I'll be kicking back, get my hair braided.
Yeah!
My diamonds on a nigga horny as hell. I'm tryna figure out, clap, let me kill. What? Kick back, relax, there's weed in the air. Oh my, so high, it's funky in here. Back, my hair braided, hella faded. Look at all that ass, yeah, I need that, more of that. I'll be kicking back, get my hair braided, hella faded. Look at all that, yeah, I need that, more of that. Kicking back, braided, faded, kicking back, kicking. I'll be kicking back, get my hair braided, hella faded. Get all that. I'll be kicking. Her thighs is sugar, it's horny as hell. I'm trying to know if it's all under there. Kick back, relax, there's weed in the air. Oh my, so high, it's foggy in here.
Uncommonly kicking back. Come on, with the spoken word and the live ass track. Give it up one more time for Uncommonly. That's right. I mean, you know, to be honest, I don't even consider this to be an open mic. I think it's a show, and it's the best show in New York, and you're all the stars of the show. And it's just curated, and it is curated. We do have the best talent, and one of the things about doing this show is a lot of times we get people on the show who are huge stars and great poets in their own right, and we're very excited to have this next performer who you would see on a book show, who you would see on a curated show. So give it up for this next poet. one of the best poets in New York. Can we get Billy Cancel up? Billy Cancel, if you don't know Billy Cancel, get his book. I think it's called Federal Eden. We are blessed here on Easter Monday to have Billy Cancel with us. Billy Cancel's among us, everybody. Here it is, Buttercup Tantrum Mutton Encore. Yes!
In this cosmos of monster heads.
Yeah.
In this cosmos of monster heads, looped organ sample, who can emphasize a mouthful of jagged teeth? I am full of moss, laurel, rhododendron, lichen. Someone save me from old religious frameworks, new media constructs, where flux stopper and this layered temporality, tis or Bob. The story of Scorpling 40 going north at an advanced stage of tide out, is it? From the sun deck, overlooking Devil's Blind Spot, a huddle of silhouettes peered down at me. In that unsophisticated scam, I was the wrong riff. Faced with the punchline, inadvertently flipped. No one was going to put me on a pedestal or large steps rising off the ground and into the ideal. Fact! I am in the business of massive popping eyes and communicate across multiple platforms. Tossing a coin into a gargoyle's mouth. This is the era of phenomenal flux, where about the peripheries Buzz Hungus fizzes about, and Cracker's eye view of a vast poem will be cleared of vegetation, lit by electronics, highly abbreviated, hard-edged.
Yeah.
1 yard of toasted cheese. 1 yard of toasted cheese, tightly stuffed inside the box, so little room for doubt. Post-trifle frolic saturated colour backdrop, yet never more than 2 lanes of traffic away from erupting into a 3-ring circus. 3-ring circus. 3-ring circus. Your password to Superstition Mountain will expire in 3 days. Your password to Superstition Mountain will expire in 3 days. Assimilate. Internalize this. Fringe your throbbing void with dunes, cliff footpaths, river mouths. Hands up. Who wants to reconnect with something that barely was established? In such unmelodious cow horn, there's still, I think, some hyper-mediated post-truth reality. Sure, we both caught feelings in bread and cheese land, became synonymously blurred, which explains our unenviable position in this metroplex population surge. Our cheerful frolics are becoming restless, self-critical, and so wrongly often associated with Trojan system, fan zone. Do you want to change it now, given that I'll look good a block away? You'll be 10 minutes ago, and Carnival Cruise Liner shall establish itself as base central metaphor. Easy Paradise, fantastic.
Get Buttercup Tantrum Mutton Encore, everybody, and blow your own mind. It's National Poetry Month. See Billy Cancel. Support Billy Cancel. Buy his book. All right. I do a Billy Cancel impression. I'll do it later, but I'm not going to do it now. I do obscure poetry. He's great. We love Billy Cancel. Thank you for coming out. One more time for Billy Cancel. Yes. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Is Una? Can I get Una? Is Una in the house? We've got another Easy Paradise debut. Another premiere. It's the night of beautiful premieres. So Una, everybody.
Well, how's everyone keeping? So a couple of hard acts to follow, but easy following an Englishman was fun. He was English for sure. So I wrote this one about, I'm sure most of the women will know, and most of the men will know, any creepy friends, men up slinking around you. So this one's called Lessons from the Crib. So here goes. So, goading and slinking around me, he insisted with antiseptic advances. Growing from his penumbra tenfold to engulf me, a vespine gloom that buzzes and stings and rings, like drunkard white noise, slobbering gluttonous words of plundering in ears of wretched women who endure strangers' hands. A lesson learned from the crib, not to swat the wasp's nest, lest you get stung. Woo!
Woo! Give it up for Una one more time. Short and sweet. We love it. We love it at Easy Paradise.
Yeah, Una!
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Una, we love you. Thank you for coming out. It was beautiful stuff. Hell yeah. Can we get Megan Krantz up? Megan Krantz, another great poet. We're so excited to have Megan Krantz back. Hasn't been in a while. She's gonna share some amazing stuff with you. Get ready.
More Irish poetry. Thank you.
Megan Krantz, everyone.
So I've been trying to experiment with different poetry forms lately. So this week I've been doing haiku poetry. It's a prosometric literary form originating in Japan, and you do a piece of prose for a haiku. And it's supposed to be an objective, very descriptive poem. Then followed by a haiku that kind of has a direct relation to the poem, or to the prose, excuse me. So I've been really struggling with how to characterize this story in my life, and I feel like this is the best way to do it. So this poem is called Do We Even Want Heaven? The mother summons her daughter to the hospital bed. Here, you signed my do not resuscitate form. You're going to hell anyway, so it doesn't even matter. You're a murderer too. The daughter doesn't believe in hell, so she says, makes sense, puts her name down. The mother dies in peace, knowing she will go to heaven. Technically, it's her daughter's signature, preventing life-sustaining treatment. And the daughter will take her place in hell as part of their return exchange program. The mother firmly believes that goodbye is for good, and that good can be based on technicalities. If God rewards those who damn their children to hell, do we even want heaven? And this one is called Fixed. I confiscate mangoes, rip wrinkled skin until I draw blood, hold an ice cold hand. We can fix this. Lock a door, lock a cabinet, sit through a meeting, tell a mother her child is dying, eat a turkey sandwich, teach a family member how to drain fluid from the lungs, refill my water bottle. We will fix this. Refill my caffeine pill bottle, prescribe insulin, find a new playlist of upbeat songs, take baby steps to avoid disturbing the sleeping giant. Run. Sign a death certificate. Run. Push pain medication into someone's vein. Run. Tape someone's eyes closed. Discuss weekend plans. Admire the tenacity of the white walls. Do CPR. Renew a Foley catheter order. Hold my breath. I think we can fix this. Shake a test tube of clotting blood. Find a dead body and stop briefly to call the morgue. Finish rounds. Toss urinals of liver juice like a bad plumber. I don't really think that we can fix this. Borrow a stethoscope. Call a Cantonese interpreter. Measure bruises and sugar spikes. Teach and learn about inherited sickness. Spill the burden of human error. The line between cure and cursed runs thin. Thank you.
Megan Krantz, I love the seriousness. Thank you for sharing that. It was wonderful. Is Haitlin out there? We have a Haitlin on the list. Can we get Haitlin to come up? I think they're also an open mic debut, and what a great name. We're super excited to have Haitlin, everybody. Let's give Haitlin a warm round of applause.
Wait, if that's okay, I can. Is there
might
another
pick something
mic?
up first,
I can
maybe?
just put mine.
Okay. Okay, I can plug this in over here, maybe, or you just plug it in
I can
headphones, or? Once again, it's a 2 drink minimum, 5-minute time limit, everybody, so have a good time.
I'm happy on the It is so nice to be here. Thank you so much. Everyone here knows each other, which is lovely. I don't know any of you, except for surprise people I have found here, which is extra lovely. And thank you.
Let's go!
Also, if you want more Irish poetry, here it is. And also, you gotta be allowed for the people in the back if you want more Irish poetry.
She was always writing more and never saying anything, but she tries to say things now instead. So if you're that afraid of my yell, you've never been subject to the abuser's quiet tell. The soft whisper, the hiss, the
Caitlin. Caitlin, I've got your computer, the laptop, the pre-recorded tracks. That was amazing. One more time, give it up for the Caitlin. Wow. That was just phenomenal. We loved it. We give it up one more time for the backing, for the great moves, the dance moves. We're gonna see that on the VMAs, I think. That's gonna it's gonna win some Vanguard awards. All right, that was really phenomenal. We love it. We love it. We're just getting started here. Things are just taking off here in Easy Paradise. This next artist we love. They have been doing these incredible drawings. Maybe you have seen them on Instagram. They're really masterpieces. And tag yourself if you're in them. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a big round of applause for Amy Tidwell? Great artist. Check out the drawings by Amy Tidwell, and we're going to hear some poetry now.
Go and come back in 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm not. Okay, all right, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Just gonna. Woo!
Okay. I just want to honor everybody who does more than read out of a Google Doc. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I will be reading out of a Google Doc today.
Targeted.
This one is titled, this poem, Without Biting. Too short. There is violence in me, a ferocious beating intensity, efficient at harm, effective at pleasure, of feeding on life like I wouldn't believe. Experiences popping off like psychedelic trips that hand back my own chemistry, contained and packaged. The packages reminding me how boring this party is, where the looping tedium of the beat and the voices dampen the ecstasy of the native state. In my journal, I write things like, slow down, make space, be comfortable in your silence, find your voice in writing, drawing, painting. The world is fascinating, stop filling it, let it come to you. Accommodate the violence of others. Have you ever trained a reactive dog, a damaged dog, whose hide has been torn, her mind made fearful? I trained to train, the skill set came slowly. A daily practice that consumed us both and gave me new life, a reactive, savage person made patient. Steeped in shared failures, shared goals, she bites my hand at one point, and the blood runs down my fingers from a gash that seems too neat, straight, deep to have been made by a yellowed animal incisor. No longer wondering who else feels the ferocity, learning to channel it for her. And still, living like a villain in a movie, licking a knife's edge, an edge that kills and feeds and lives, and still forgetting that a well-cared-for blade spends most of its time sheathed, monologuing to summarize the plot, only realizing later that I've held the hero hostage and there is no plot. Roiling interiorities can look pitifully theatrical when externalized, camp, irritating to others, while I grasp at the impotence of connection and in my selfishness blast the shared moment in the glorification of my own, the eyes around blank out, polite neutrality. And still the overflowing joy of consciousness. My heart beats jubilation, electric lights fizz up the downy hairs of my body. When I loved him, I'd ask permission to sink my teeth into his shoulder. I could feel the devotion in my jaw. There is so much violence in me.
Amy Tidwell, amazing artist, amazing poet. Check out the drawings, get the poems. We need a zine. We need a zine with the drawings. Look out, the Easy Paradise print revolution is coming soon. All right, is Crystal Uribe? Uribe. Let's get an open mic debut, another premiere. It's the night of premieres. April. Crystal Uribe. Uribe. Coming. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I mispronounced it like a substitute teacher. Give it up for Crystal Uribe.
Oh, it's so bright. Okay. This is a poem I wrote today on the train. Louder? Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
I have a volume problem generally because I'm very shy. Okay. I wrote this poem today on the train because I had something planned, but then I was like, no, I hate this as it goes. Okay.
Louder.
You got it.
Colombian poet Darío Jaramillo Agudelo is responsible for writing my favorite love poem of all time. Sometime in the dead center of a historical period we know in Colombia as la violencia, the violence, he wrote a fragment, Sé que el amor no existe y sé también que te amo. I know that love does not exist, and I know too that I love you. How generous of him to offer up this threshold, to glimpse at pain so palpable. How generous that through it he seems to be settling a score, which writers are never encouraged to do in their writing. This is a pregnant piece of nonsense. I don't know the first person who lives anywhere that isn't a den of iniquity. Anyhow, our predisposition to emotional butchering comes from the need to want what we do not possess. This is why love does not exist. Explain love and obsession to me in terms that are not tender. I couldn't write a soft poem to save my life, or anyone's for that matter. I can tell you that someone else's skin on top of mine punctures the dead space and the futility and the silence. And I always want to be tossed and turned like a ragdoll, like those ragdolls / scarecrows we burn in reverence to El Año Viejo, the old year in Colombia every 31st of December. This is because I cannot physically abuse myself without feeling sorry. I already belong to a typology by this description, neither from here nor from there. Plumper by acres by the day and more my own flesh, as though my body grew tired of being from somewhere else. I feel brutal and violent when I toss and turn for a frozen state of displacement on a margin, as though the act were the equivalent of pushing something off a cliff, even though it's already been pushed into an abysmal whirlwind, severed and fragmented into disparate segments. When I see certain things flow out, like memories or sounds, the insides exposed and violated, like naked pulp, I feel the need to explain myself. Thank you.
Crystal Uribe. Crystal Uribe, that was fantastic. Thank you one more. I mean, give it up one more time. I just got a new beverage. You might want to refresh yours. We're just getting settled in. We're just getting started here. We're rolling along. Is Aine in the house? A-I-N-E. Can we get...
Actually going for a piss.
Okay, she just went to the bathroom. Okay, we'll get her up in a minute.
Oh, she's right.
She's back. All right, let's get Aine up. A-I-N-E. Welcome to Easy Paradise.
It's Anya. It's Anya. It's not Aine. It's A-I-N-E, but it's Irish. I've never been here before. Can't see nothing. So this is a poem I wrote about 2 years ago in a bit of a shit. So it's called The Frost. Can you hear me? All good?
Yeah.
The frost that builds on the window is nothing compared to the ice slowly enrapturing my chest, suffocating me close to death, crawling over my chest like a spider in her nest, splaying over my organs as I will it to stop, begging it to come to an end. I lose my breath as its scaly fingers close around my lungs, leaving me helpless, unable to fight, beginning to see the light, forgetting what it feels like to be warm. So I let go. I remember thinking, you didn't mean me any harm. Thank you.
Right, it's Irish night. Beautiful, beautiful, what's that? Yeah, thank you for, it's vacation. I guess everybody's on vacation. Oh, I'm sorry, okay. Sorry.
Just baby.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming to Easy Paradise. Definitely come back, it was beautiful. Give it up for Anya. One more time. Anya, I'm so sorry. I'm learning on the job. Anya, I'm so sorry about that. Like Inya, except completely different. All right, I think it's time. This next comic just did a half an hour set at the Cuckoo's open mic. It was fantastic. I was there. You should check it out every Wednesday. Cuckoo's open mic at Soho Playhouse. Can we get Jason T. Cocker up? Jason T. Cocker up to do a little comedy. Everybody, Jason T. Cocker. Woo.
Hey folks, so I was talking to a friend the other night, and does anyone else know someone who just by looking at them, they make you smell farts?
Yeah.
Like they don't look weird or dirty or farty. They don't have to be in the room, but just picturing them in your head, they make you smell farts. I think it's your brain's way trying to tell you that they're an asshole. You stay the fuck away from that person. Can I ask right now, am I that person for anyone in the room? No. Don't answer that until after the set, all right? I might be an asshole, you don't know. You know, I don't really get along with people. I don't even really get along with my phone. I was flipping through my phone the other day, trying to find a photo, and you know what? You're trying to find a photo, and then it pops up a photo for you and says, remember the day and you smiling with a group of friends, or relive the moment and you horking some awesome cheesecake. The moment my phone chose for me to relive was a picture of my stove. Why do I even have a picture of my stove on my phone? That's not even the right question. The right question is, why do I have several pictures of my stove on my phone? And the answer is, I'm OCD. So I have to check my stove 100 times before I can leave the apartment to make sure it's not going to explode. And at a certain point, it's just easier to take a photo of the stove. So a couple blocks from my house, I can check that photo when doubts creep in. And they will. And now my phone asks me to relive that moment. That moment I relive 100 times a day. I think my phone hates me. I don't know. That's the true story. I don't do a lot of true things on stage. That's a true story. I don't do a lot of that like therapy shit too. That's supposed to be therapy. Right now I want to go home and check my fucking stove. So that shit's not fucking working. But I was looking through a pile of my old jokes the other night, trying to put a set together for tonight. And I realized I write a lot of jokes about burning down orphanages. But I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. You know, because orphans are great, right? Orphans are the best children. And orphans are the best children because they're in orphanages. And not in grocery stores or on planes, making shit hell for everybody else. You know, if you really, really think about it, all children should be orphans. It would make life so much easier for the rest of us. It really would. Look, I'm not really an asshole, all right? I'm something different. It's not good, it's not bad. There's not really a word for it, so I can't really explain it to you. Now, I know that sounds exactly like something a real asshole would say. But again, I'm not really an asshole, so I don't know. I don't know why I brought it up. Forget it. I was, only recently did I realize how important representation in media was. And that's all right. It's that thing where if you see someone like you on TV, it gives you confidence that could be you someday. You're part of the world. You're not excluded. And I know this is going to sound weird, but growing up, I never really saw anyone like me on TV. Until I saw the show Hannibal. And I realized that could be me. I could do anything that Hannibal Lecter did in that show. I mean, not anything, right? There's an episode where Jack Crawford comes over for dinner, and Hannibal prepares an ortolan, which is a small bird, and it's not butchered or prepared in any way. It's just cooked and swallowed in one gulp. I couldn't do that. That's fucking gross. But everything else on that show, sky's the limit, you know. I'll tell you what. Let's just say I'm an asshole. Okay? Because really, the interpretation of that joke could go two ways. I'm either an asshole or a serial killer. I'd like to plead down to asshole. Like, all right. I've been an asshole. You've been great. Let's hear it for those.
Oh yeah, straight from that half-hour special, Jason T. Cocker, everybody! Keep it going! Alright, it's National Poetry Month. It's a good time for like a spring. I wrote this book 2 years ago in springtime in New York City. This is City Life. So get your copy today, see me, and I'll get you a copy of City Life. That's a plug. I'm just doing free advertising for my poetry now. Yes. So get this is the New York City springtime book you need, City Life. Can we get Greta up? The great Greta. We're talking about doing some t-shirts, and Greta has been doing some amazing... Oh, Greta just went to the... so we'll get her and 2 people, but right now, can we get Alexi Izon up to do some entertainment for us? Get City Life.
One, two. Louder. 1, 2. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is about a piss I had on an acid trip. My piss was never ending. I pushed through the worst fog of my life just to get stuck at the toilet. After hours of pulling records from the filing cabinets to reorganize the office of my mind, till I couldn't even really stand anymore, and I didn't know if I felt sick or euphoric. The walls swam when gazed upon. Alsheen looked me up and down, and he laughed because I had pissed for so long. This is about getting fucked up and being broke.
Yeah. Relatable. Let's go.
Alright. Coax me out of my tequila coma, baby.
Yeah.
Remind me of the day again. Damn, it's Thursday already? Fuck, I forgot to feed Mittens. Could you do that, dear? I overdrafted last night and the teller told me to fuck off. Mean son of a bitch made himself out to be a drill sergeant. I think he watched too many movies. There's no food left for him. Okay, I'll run down the store and maybe the grocer will forget my tab. Alright.
Yeah.
I don't know, this one's about being sad. Okay, I sail softly. A critical point came when we cried in the arms of the other, and not with ourselves. Turbulence had blown the lid off my despair, and it gushed down the stairs onto the kitchen floor. In the puddle, a paper boat floated, lost at sea, in a mirage of a white sky, with walls surrounding it. My hair stayed put, but hers had fallen out. What was left had grayed, covered in putrid mold. I sailed a little boat, day and night, flipped on a whim, and came at irregular hours. So I barely slept. I've not seen her, or anyone, for years, or maybe hours. And so I sail.
Yeah.
And finally we have resolutions for a dog owner. This year, Fido will stop pulling. I won't be doing anything to make that happen, but simply by writing it down, I am hoping that something comes over him and he is willing to reason with my shoulder. It's already been dislocated twice this year. Maybe he could be less aggressive when eating too. He almost nabbed my finger when I gave him a treat after he pulled my arm out of its socket. Go figure. Thank you very much.
Alexi Eisen, is that right? Well, I'm sorry I'm fucking that up too. Okay. That was great stuff. One more time for Alexi Eisen. Sorry. All right, let's keep going. Can we get remote location? Is remote location out there? There he is. Here he comes. Let's get remote location. He's coming up. He's a great poet. He's going to do some verse for everybody. Get ready for the truth. Here comes remote location. There's some seats in here. If people want to come in further too, please feel free. Give it up. Give it up. Remote location.
Fuck, those lights are bright as a motherfucker. What's up, man? Feeling? I thought I was gonna come up here and do a new poem and be vulnerable, but I gotta go, so fuck that shit. I'm gonna do some shit I always do.
Yeah.
Do it for BF.
I'm so fucking ill, I'll be breaking your lines apart to show you why your rhymes are garbage. I found it insulting. How you came around and thought we couldn't recognize where the facade is. Do I look like a fucking stereotype? Good luck. Trying to push a nigga like me off into the margin. Statistically speaking, beating the odds didn't come with a trophy, it came with traumas. I'm not a fucking cartoon drawing. You're working on a part 3, even though the first 2 were boring, and I would never let the public gas me like that. They used to make me feel like I had no redeemable qualities, so I would never fall for the false pat on the back. I would accept it. Even though that shit felt like a stab, it was whack. I found myself overcompensating for qualities that my assailants actually lack. And as a matter of fact, when I get mad, all I see is red. I'm in all black. You think I'm concerned with your nonsense? It was the golden hour in New York. I was laid up with a queen photographing a figure like it was a decorative object. And your lover likely treats you like a project. Every woman I ever brought around me got a lot of respect for my mindset. This isn't a humble brag. These are the audacious meditations of a nobody, taking a stand against the fact that there's like no standard right now. I host an open mic out of 322 Troutman, first Thursday every month. We're looking at some of the venues, but like, you know what I'm saying? My Instagram is regrets.nothing.
Check out his open mic. Yes, at Troutman. Check it out. Follow Remote Location on Instagram. There's a lot of exciting stuff going on. Get out to the other open mics. We got a lot of exciting stuff. I know Sarah Austin is hosting an open mic later this month, and the Secret Pete's is also happening later this month. So there's open mics happening all over New York. Is Greta ready? Can we? All right, let's get the Valium housewife. She has been designing the flyers. I don't know if you've been checking them out. They're quite extraordinary and beautiful. The Troubadour flyer, the retro microphone flyer, the Valium housewife, the great Greta, everyone. We're very lucky to have her here.
My name is Elon Musk right now. Is this my book?
Yeah. What's that? That's a good one. She's like that. I was like, that looks funny. I was like, that's from your mic. I don't. It doesn't.
Oh, does it? Oh, sorry.
Banjo-lady, that's what it's.
Get up for the Banjo-lady, everybody.
I'm going to tell people there's a bathroom on the second floor. Because there's such a long line, people can't get to the bar. Holy shit.
I don't want to get you late. Someone's actually you're on the stage, it would be acceptable, right?
Oh, so nice.
Possibly,
Okay.
maybe, but you're asking. We'll see, we'll see. Let me, what are you gonna do? Hold on. What do you need? Hold on.
I am you fair damn with this dress, as you said. Okay. Yes, you get in there. Okay, great. I don't want it, but that's what I
Alright, hi everybody. I'm
Valium housewife.
Yes.
Yeah, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into somebody else's open mic just for no reason because it's fun. That was a cheer for the open mic, not for me. I'm humble. Okay. All right.
Next, great.
I will play a song. The reason that I was called and not here is because I went down to smoke weed because Matt doesn't let me smoke on the stage. So I'm gonna play a song and I'm gonna do awesome, and that's just a fact. Stump, posture crew, back slump, I take 'em fast, speed bumps and never swallow that throat lump. I'm marching my spine, chewing through phone line. I bargain with time, letting out the headline.
If you're not with that, I'm still in that. It's nothing really to me. Like, I don't care.
Hourglass, blood clots, shattered watch, break clocks, your liver fast, teeth rot, your keys inside. Doors locked, I'm arching my spine, chewing through the phone line.
I just kind of want you to tell me one muscle shut. Is that right?
Bargain with time, letting out the hemline. When I drown, seasick it surrounds and constricts. They strip you down. You're so sick, those paper gowns tear quick. I'm marching my spine, chewing through the phone line. I bargain with time, letting out the headline. These are my favorite people in the world right here crammed into one little room, and it's Art Deco on the wall. What the fuck? Alright. Okay, can I have one baby, cute little happy little
Yes, Greta. Give it to me. Anything for you, Greta.
Okay. I was a lonely girl at 14, glaze over eyes glued to the TV screen. Your LCD halo, DVR, soul. I saw your face, a pixelated Milky Way. Your LCD halo, DVR, soul. Freckles around your lips, I trace them with your fingertips. Your LCD halo, DVR, soul.
your LCD halo, DVR sold. Your LCD halo, DVR sold. Your LCD halo, DVR sold. Woo!
Everybody, alright, okay, tip, both bartenders, one for the new, one for the vacation vibes, and,
Yes!
The LCD halo, the DVR. Give it up for Greta, the designer of the Easy Paradise flyers. She's poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and unpaid creative ideas into that. So we might make t-shirts.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Greta!
The Easy Paradise t-shirts are imminent, so get ready for the merchandising, baby. We're cashing in. Thank you, Greta. Beautiful. Yes. Say it one more time.
I love you so much, Matt.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. I love you too, Greta. All right. All right. Now it's a very special time, everybody. It's that time. We are very happy and we're blessed to work every week with the great Ben Shields. He's not just a fantastic bartender, he's a phenomenal writer, and he belongs in literature, and he's going to Italy, so he's on to bigger and better things. Check out his article about Beckett's Townhouse. He scooped the New York Times. So everybody give it up for the great Ben Shields. Ben Shields.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi. As Matt has alluded to, this is my last shift at the open mic until at least June. So I just want to say that even more than all of you people, I owe a huge thank you to Matt. I mean, he has increased my income so much. You know, this place wasn't open on Mondays before the Matt era. So, in fact, the money I've made here is paying for a vacation to Italy for 2 months. It's an Easy Paradise work trip. I'm writing the whole thing off of my taxes for Easy Paradise, my employer.
We love you, Ben.
Thank you, honey. I was packing today for the trip, and I found this thing that I wrote 3 years ago. So I just quickly shortened it for the 5-minute time limit.
Yeah.
So we'll find out what it says. It's an extract from something longer, but God knows what the rest of it's about. Once we were on the road, the driver was as chatty as if we were at a singles mixer. A retiree, he became an Uber driver for some play money and to stay active. I asked why the hell he operated at the crack of dawn for a hobby. With an air of self-congratulation, he said he'd always been a morning person. A former film editor, he used to wake up at 4 a.m. to begin working. I must have done something right, he said. I won 2 daytime Emmys for my work in educational television. He reached for the glove compartment, and I thought he was about to whip out the golden statuette right then and there. Instead, it was a bottle of Glade air freshener spray. The pent-up aggression of morning persons and other do-gooders is never less than shocking. Where are you flying today? The driver probed. Wichita, I sputtered between coughs. Dad's funeral. This put an end to the chatter. For the next several weeks, I had a powerful tool at my disposal. One mention of Dad's demise, and I was off the hook from everything. In some cultures, I would be expected to remain in a state of mourning for a full year. This was only the beginning of my exemptions. It was light out when the Emmy Award-winning film editor deposited my bags on the curb and rolled away. I entered the automatic doors, bathed instantly in fluorescent light and inscrutable intercom announcements. Airports are one of the few environments that bring me pleasure without anxiety. I love to indulge in every available service. First, a cocktail at 8 a.m., followed by a chair massage and pedicure. I returned to the restaurant where I had the cocktail and ordered escargot of terrible quality, extremely chewy and lathered with a loud garlic sauce to make up for the tasteless morsels. Far from a snail kingpin, I couldn't care less. I washed them down with a glass of champagne, which they delivered in a red wine glass with fingerprints all along the rim. Browsing the magazine stands brings equal joy. I picked up the latest issues of Architectural Digest, Biblical Archaeology, and a men's swimsuit magazine concealed behind a gray sheet of plastic next to Ladies' Home Journal. I grabbed a couple more periodicals, celebrity gossip rags like Us Weekly and OK. I approached the register and added a pack of what felt like extraordinarily fresh gummy worms to the pile. In less than 90 minutes, I dropped over $300 at JFK. In anticipation of an inheritance, I booked a business class ticket. Immediately, I relished a wider area for my feet, cushioned lower back support, and a plethora of reading material. Besides Sky Mall magazine, there was more glossy literature on fragrances and vacation rentals. Giddily, I retrieved a pen from my jacket and put stars next to prospective properties in France, Corsica, Northern Ireland, though I didn't know exactly how much my father would leave me. I neglected to arrange for a car in advance, so had to navigate this bureaucratic nightmare, still inebriated. Getting to the rental vehicle area, even in the minuscule airport of Wichita, seemed to entail several zip codes and even a short tram ride, punctuated by intercom announcements and doors that slammed shut with a guillotine-like precision at every stop. Every few seconds during the ride, a voice scolded the passengers to please step away from the doors, which was followed by some aimless shuffling and rearranging of bags. At last, I was signing papers and swiping my credit card before shoving my things into the trunk of a blue, almost new-looking vehicle. I don't know the terms of the agreement I made, nor do I have any idea what kind of car it was. Like restaurants, drugstores, supermarkets, new houses, and university campuses, cars have all morphed into the same joyless, no-frills model in this country. I don't know what kind of moron knows the difference between a Volvo and a Ford Focus. On the interstate, I traveled south and crossed into Oklahoma. 3 hours later, I coasted through the nursing home gate. Dad had found Mom a facility with something called a household model. From the very start, visitors were subject to ridiculous routines meant to conjure the mood of a typical middle-class home. First up, the doorbell. There was no revolving door. You had to wait, just like a real house, for the receptionist, Maxine, to come greet you. Chipper as ever, she bared her tusk-like teeth and greeted me as Mr. Eichhorn. The War Acres community is so heartbroken for your family, she said. I slipped into the elevator. It's quite spacious in order to account for beds and wheelchairs. Save for the floor, every surface produced a reflection, from the distorted image on the metal doors to the proper mirrors of the walls and ceiling. Thus, in the slow ascent, I had a moment to take in my pitiful figure, the skinny wrists and hunched posture of a homosexual gone over the hill before his time. The ceiling mirror exposed an irreversibly harvested hairline no amount of Rogaine could ever revive. I looked myself in the eye. The drinking, the chain smoking, and the sleep schedule had already collected hefty dues. Authoring my own deterioration was an ongoing and a rewarding project.
The first recipient of the Easy Paradise Scholarship for traveling writers. Go to Italy, travel the world. That's what we're here for. We're here to start writers off and to get them going and to get them big money. We're here to get everybody rich and to here to get you money so you can travel and do residencies everywhere. Give it up one more time for Ben Shields. We're going to miss Ben Shields. He's a great, great, great person. We're happy to have him. And we're happy to have Cement. So give it up for Cement, our new bartender. And we're going to be making tons of money and having a great time. And the Easy Paradise is just going to continue. All right, we've got a very special, can we get Claire L. up to do some comedy? Then we're going to have Kuzu Daddy on deck. Kuzu Daddy's on deck. Let's get Clara L up, a great entertainer. We're very excited to have her here. She's with her mom. Her mom is going to be performing as well. Not yet, but I think that's beautiful. I just wanted to mention that. Clara L. Please, poetry with Clara L.
We're switching it up today. Hi guys. Because my mom is really cool. She wrote a novel. Go Mom. And she's been writing poetry. So I convinced her to come read poetry if I also read poetry.
What? I should have responded.
So, I'm gonna do that. This is my first poem I've written since like high school, so please bear with me. Okay. Thoughts come back every so often. I hope they'll pass. And once they do, I ignore them. Ignore with glee and excitement as the fog has lifted and I can breathe. Breathe without guilt or hunger for what's more, a blissful ignorance. They say the dumb ones are the happiest, but maybe I'm the idiot, wasting my hours consumed by what ifs and what nows, hurrying up just to wait. Sitting still seems harder than blowing it all up. Harder still is living amongst the others, the how are yous, the soft smiles, the pleasantries. Can they tell what's underneath? A luxury car with a broken engine. An engine would be a simple fix though, wouldn't it? Or find and replace in Excel a formula erroring out, telling you the logic is off. Can you tell I'm a corporate cog? But data can lie to you too, you know. Statistics and studies show XYZ will fix you. The magic pill I'll take without hesitation. And yet the thoughts come back every so often. Once they pass, I ignore with glee. The fog has lifted, albeit temporarily. The cycle continues around and around and around again. Do you remember your childhood? I barely do. They say those with anxiety disorders have two planes of thought. When you are anxious, you can only access these memories then. When the thoughts pass, you forget about them. But I do remember the merry-go-round. It lives in Central Park. I used to go as a kid. It was green, dark, and light alternating as it spun. The metal handles were hot to the touch on a summer's day. I imagine the burning felt good. Or did it? Does that hurt only feel good when you grow up? Or does it just feel good for me? And down the rabbit hole I go. Quote, is this normal? I ask the oracle of Reddit threads and message boards. Another hour spent collecting data, proof that I exist, proof that others are worse or better than me. Where does this data go? Does it inform my dreams? Add a line to my face with each emotional cut? I'm too old for this. I've been telling myself I'm too old for this for as long as I can remember. But I grin and I bear it. I cry quietly, numb myself like a child with a pacifier. I imagine I loved my pacifier growing up, or did I? Pacifying my mind each day until the thoughts fade. So I ignore them with glee. Thank you.
Clara L is live. Check it out on Instagram. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing the poetry. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
We love people going outside of their disciplines. Comedians reading poetry. Fantastic. Yeah. Who'd have thought? It's amazing. All right. You know, it's Easter Monday. It's Passover. But there's another holiday maybe you haven't heard about. And we've got somebody here very special who's going to share this new holiday with you. Can we get a big round of applause for the Kuzu Daddy. Kuzu Daddy, everybody. My roommate, Kuzu Daddy.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Thank you. By the way, today is Monday. Happy day. You know, there is so many happiness around here. So I want to play very happy song. You so hot. You so smart. When you're next to me, it's summer. By the way, it's summer on the way.
Yeah.
Let's play the song. Thank you.
Woo!
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are so hot. Yeah. First time that I saw you, where have you been? You gave me a nice look. My God. when you're next to me. Oh, summer, hey, you're so hot. You're so small. You're so small when you're next to me. Oh, summer, la la la, la la la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Hey, you're so hot, oh, you're so smart when you're next to me. Oh, summer, hey, you're so hot, oh, you're so smart when you're next to me. Sexy, sexy girl, 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 sexy, sexy girl. When we are together, everyone knows we go. You stole a kiss from me. Oh, I bet you are. Sexy, sexy girl, 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 sexy, sexy girl. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are so hot.
You are so hot. Thank you, Kuzu Daddy.
Kuzu Daddy!
Mac, you are so hot too.
That's right, you are hot.
Kuzu Daddy is so hot right now. Go to Kuzu, what is it, KuzuDaddy.com? KuzuDaddy.com. Go to Kuzu, there's a lot to discover, believe me. There's some phenomenal stuff there you want to check out. Kuzu Daddy, everybody, it's summer! We're going to the boathouse. We're going to be live streaming from the boathouse in the jacuzzi. Get ready. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. All right, one more time for Kuzu Daddy. Yeah, beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, can I get Nikola Tosik? Nikola Tosik is going to read some poetry for us, everybody. He's jet lagged. Let's give him a warm welcome here at Easy Paradise.
Hi, my name is Nikola Tosic, and I write poems sometimes, and I hope that you will like some of them.
Okay, great. What is she?
I'm sorry, although I'm very, very good at writing poems, I'm very, very bad at reading poems. But I still wanted to come here and read for you. I'm sorry, thank you.
Alright.
So, am I doing this right? Is this how you do it? I'm asking because the last time I did it, I was half my age. Anyway, I wanted to say that the goal of a poet is not to be cool and stylish and popular, but to make more poets. Writing poems is very easy. If you just let go of the pressure to be cool and stylish, writing poems becomes very easy for everyone. And I really like to meet new people, so if you want to meet, please WhatsApp me at +38163268906 or DM me at on Instagram at Nikola Tosic Poetry. You are welcome to visit us in Belgrade. I think Irena will agree. And finally, you have been the best audience. If anyone asks you how good you are at being an audience, please refer them to me and I will tell them how good you are at being an audience. And forgive me for being a bad audience and leaving early. Irena and I are jet-lagged and very sleepy. But we will stay just a bit more so we don't appear like very bad people. Thank you for being a very good audience.
Nikola Tosik, everyone. Check out his Instagram. Got a lot of good poetry on Instagram. Okay, I've got an Amelia on the list. Amelia Mia Marion. Is that you? All right, fantastic. Let's get Amelia up to read for us, everybody.
Here's a poem I wrote about the first week of April.
Yeah.
He sat across from me and offered to split an inconsequential beer. When I had only one piece of gum left to my name, we parted. The magnolia trees are blooming anywhere and everywhere. I cry constantly on the sidewalks, tears of pure pollen. I've got to get back to Philadelphia, to the cobblestone streets of my youth and the piles of horseshit along the banks of the Schuylkill River. Plotting my corporate escape, I'll say, thank you for your message, but I'm out of office today, Friday, April 7th. My sister takes gluten-free matzah, soaks it in water, and combines it with eggs to make Passover-friendly pasta.
She heard that.
They say that Jesus Christ rose from the dead on this day 2,023 years ago. My mother called to say she was eating pancakes at a diner and a man who looked exactly like Jesus was parallel parking behind her. At last, some earthly evidence. I recently thought that I should gather lithium rocks to lick just in case the mania strikes. April is the coolest month, Elliot said, and he was wrong and right.
Yeah.
My ancestors spoke only Yiddish. My ancestors were milliners and wore hats on their deathbeds. As their descendant, I harbor an unruly fixation with berets. I keep all the shades in my apartment drawn because I'm a nudist who lives across from an elementary school. In a fit of somnambulation, I started to bedazzle my clogs.
Oh, yeah.
Googling what type of tea is best for weight loss screen. Googling why someone might be compelled to only wear the color brown, depression. Googling what a Proustian ideal of a ham sandwich is, no idea. Reading Swan's Way to figure out what a Proustian ideal of a ham sandwich is, still no idea. Throwing Swan's Way into the recycling bin after Proust stretches one sentence out over an entire 2 pages about how he cannot sleep. Finally, colonialist peas are back in season. I'm ichthyophagous and you're a sick bastard. This time last year we were in Paris. My parents had fallen ill just across the channel. No month could be as cruel as you were at the end of October. The first week of April, holy time of rebirth and regeneration. Like a snake, I slip out of my skin and into a new one. I wonder what I will shed this year.
That was fantastic. Give it up one more time for Amelia. Mia Marion, great stuff. Thank you for sharing that. Definitely please come back. Fantastic. Give it up one more time for a real writer. A real writer. We have real writers here, okay? This is KGB Bar. This is a literary institution. We don't have a bunch of bullshit, all right? We only have serious literature. Speaking of which, is Celia Gelman out there? Is Celia Gelman? May have left. Okay. All right. I think it's time. Is Andrea Ward? All right. Let's get beautiful performer and a musician. Great performer. Let's get Andrea Ward. She hasn't been in a while. We're so excited to have her back here at Easy. 2-drink minimum. 5-minute time limit. Poetry, comedy, music. Let's get Andrea Ward up, everybody.
But I don't think it's just out either, because we get so many people. I think it's very small and people do weird stuff. What do you think? My name is not Ed.
Elon Musk. What?
We need to be in some town outside your town, so maybe morning, I don't know, 3 o'clock. Yeah, we need to be at Grand Central maybe at 12. We're going to stand up.
How's it going?
My driver is going to explode. I need to taste it.
I can't really lean forward to sing and play at the same time, so we might have to get a little quiet. I guess I could play that.
What's that?
I love silence. I'm actually really passionate about it. Quietness. It's a brand new song.
found a new door somehow. I opened another one and somehow I lost the key to all the old doors, and now I'm lost in the new one, and it's all around me. Trickling in, I watch it spiral away. All of this time it's been pouring through, pouring through, pouring through, pouring amongst all of the noise, I can feel the quiet. And amongst all of the noise, I can feel the sky touching me. And amidst all of this world, I can hear the ocean in me. And amidst all of the breaking, I can feel the heart at the core, wrapping me into the light, wrapping me into the wave, wrapping me into the wave, wrapping me.
Thank you so much, guys. I have a show May 7th at Rockwood Music Hall. If you can't make that one, I have a show Saturday, April 29th in Union Square. Yeah, so April 29th and May 7th at Rockwood. You can find me. I'm on Instagram at Andrea Ward, ANDREA__WARD, or just look up Speaking Vine. Thanks so much.
Andrea Ward, everybody. The silence. The silence. Something we neglect too often. It's all about productivity and putting stuff in there. That was really, really nice. Thank you, Andrea Ward. Check out the social media. We're so glad that she's back. She came back with that beautiful steel drum. Really amazing. All right, is Kevin McLowan still here? All right, let's get Kevin McLowan up to do a little comedy. I think we're ready to laugh.
Yeah. Hey, keep it going for your host, guys. Come on now. Woo. All right, guys, excuse me for 5 minutes. I have to say, it's been all pleasant, you know, music, poetry, and now I have to come up here and say some awful things. So just bear with me for a little bit here. What's happening over there? Is it this line? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Okay. Anyway, let's just talk about something that's been going on. Recent announcement. The Trump turned himself in there for those indictments there. Yeah. Hey. Whatever you want to say about it. Listen, 34 felony counts. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know, makes me think. I haven't seen 2 porn stars stir up this much shit since 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Am I announcing?
Bit of a throwback there. All right. This like poetry cultured crowd. I thought you guys would know what 2 Girls, 1 Cup was, but that's that's my bad there. He also apparently called for the trial to be held in Staten Island. Talk about the biggest home field advantage throughout the playoffs that would be. Oh my God. Everybody just pulling up in white Audi SUVs that they leased with jars of their mother's Sunday sauce ready to throw at the courtroom. Be absurd. All right, we're too angry about that one. Anyway, I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I'm half Irish and half Korean. And it can be strange sometimes because when some people look at me, they either assume that I'm fully white or they assume that I'm fully Asian. And it's even weirder because with mixed race celebrities, for them it's very fixed and clear cut. Because if you think about it, right, like Barack Obama, okay, he's half black and half white, but everybody agrees he's black. He's the first black president of the United States. Then there's Tiger Woods, he's half black and half Asian, but everybody agrees he's white, you know? I just wish I had it that easy, but telling people growing up that I was Korean, a lot of times I'd be asked the same dumb question. They'd all ask me the same thing. They would go, North or South? North or South Korean? Like, fucking obviously South Korean, like, they're not allowed to leave the country over there. Like, they're physically not allowed to leave. And I feel like even if you didn't know that fact, you know, I feel like me being taller than 5'5" and not shaped like a lollipop should probably give that one away. All right, some people really were down for the malnutrition, others maybe not so much, that's fine. If you guys were wondering the breakdown between, you know, my parents there and what makes up the half and half, it's my mom, she's the one that's Asian, and my dad's the one that likes Asian porn, so it's those 2 things there. All right, let's see here. Okay. We anybody still like active on Facebook? Anybody still doing that? No? I feel like we abandoned it and just let old people take it over, and it's fucking wild over there. They type in all caps, and it's always like racial or political, and then they like sign off with their initials, even though you can like already see their name. And then their profile pictures, it's always like a selfie where they're not quite looking at the camera and it's a bit off center, you know? Facebook's obviously crazy, but LinkedIn might be even weirder, okay? Because there's 2 scenarios I've noticed, okay? There's people who are trying to make their job sound more important, right? So you'll see someone, it's like, I managed a $500,000 budget for over 2,000 employees, and then you check their title, and it's like Sigma Chi Treasurer, and it's like, all right, dude, who are you fooling here? And then you take it a step further. There's people who just like are making their job sound so like gritty and like important and like vigorous, you know? They're like, I was on the forefront and front lines of spearheading a graphic design campaign, and it's like, dude, you made that sound like you were crusading a civil rights initiative, okay? You made a couple flyers, all right? Settle down. How am I doing on time? Do I gotta get off?
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Oh shit, okay, all right, cool, got that in. I find it strange with, you know, the whole Stop Asian Hate movement going on recently, and just overall, you know, in movies and TV, they've been trying to push, like, stop perpetuating, like, Asian stereotypes and all that. I find it strange that we're doing that, yet we're still completely blunt and honest when naming neighborhoods with Asian people in them, you know? Like, we see a neighborhood full of Chinese people, and we go, hey, let's just call it Chinatown. Neighborhoods full of Korean people, we're like, hey, Koreatown, how else are we gonna remember? It's the only group of people we do this with, you know? Little Italy! Little Italy, okay, all right, I've got that one before. Okay, listen, now, there is like 1 or 2 Little Italies, like in all the major cities, yet there's a Chinatown in like every major city, like it's a Panda Express chain, okay? So, not quite comparable, all right? I will say this though, okay? It's the only, really the only group of people you do it with, okay? Because if you think about it, right, like neighborhoods full of white people, okay? We name those neighborhoods normally. Neighborhoods full of black people, we name those neighborhoods normally. Neighborhoods full of Jewish people, we at least disguise it and just call it Hollywood. I thought you guys were cool. All right, maybe not. All right. Kanye wrote it for me, don't blame me. Okay. All right. I mean, it could just be a New York thing, though, what we do here, you know, with that. Like, if you think about, like, Midtown, right? Midtown, we think, like, 42nd Street, when Manhattan actually goes all the way up to, like, 208th Street. Maybe we, you know, didn't name it Midtown because it's in the middle of the island of Manhattan. They just named it Midtown because it's the middle of where white people feel safe in Manhattan. All right. Okay. Fair enough. There is also the meatpacking district, but that one's just a coincidence. Not the crowd for that one, but hey, I did it anyway. Guys, yeah, I had courage, okay, if anything. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Kevin McGlowan, everybody. Yes. All right, we've got a mom performer, everybody. Get ready. Yes, that's right. It's here for moms. It's here for moms. We're all about intergenerational here, in all generations. We embrace all the generations. So can we get Claire L's mom, Jessica Kovar. Jessica Kovar, please, welcome to Easy Paradise. Call your mother.
Thanks so much. I haven't done something like this in many years, so it's exciting.
Yeah.
So in my like extended family, there's a lot of sonnet writing, you know, for special occasions and stuff. And I was feeling like, the world is such a mess. So I've been writing these other ones that are kind of like playing around with the form, and they're sort of, I call them unsettling sonnets. They're not as tidy, you know, or maybe not as cheerful, but I hope they're okay. So I'll just read two.
Mom, do you want to lower the mic?
Yeah, I'll just lower it a little bit. There you go. I got it. It's okay. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So this one, oh, thanks. Woo. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So this one is called Estate Sale. I don't want your dark furniture, and no one else seems to want it either. Coming here from the old country, whatever country that was, these pieces must have seemed solid, valuable. Now the dresser drawers are full of broken jewelry. Tell me, is it costume or is it real? We'll have to start from scratch. Brokers come, spinning tales of spaces filled with light. Stagers plaster over conflicts from the past. But this mahogany grief, it won't fit in the elevator. We're stuck on the staircase, still trying to get a purchase on it.
Yeah.
For this one, I need a little prop. So.
Woo!
Okay,
Is that
here we go.
purchase sonnet intentional?
Kind of a pun.
Beautiful.
Okay, so here we go. This one is Baby's Breath. Okay. Queen Victoria loved these tiny blossoms. She held them in her wedding bouquet, starting trends. Baby's breath sounds precarious, a white lace promise. Be careful, goodness can suddenly end. If you find yourself trimming some stems, you may end up with blood on your hands. Like baby's breath, I'm good at filling in spaces. Count on me to make conversation. A good dinner guest in a gilded age. If I come to the party with flowers, I might end up with blood on my hands. Victoria's gone. Elizabeth too. But robber barons remain. There's no such thing as an innocent reign. Woo!
The baby's breath? Who wants it? It's for you.
Over here. Here we go.
Hey, take the bag.
How beautiful, the baby's breath. Oh. Claire L's mom, Jessica Kovar, bringing beauty into our life. and flowers to the open mic, showing us the poetry, the real poetry of life. Thank you. One more time for Jessica Kovar. Thank you for hanging out. We got a lot of great entertainers left. Can I get Ari Shield up to do some comedy? Yeah. And then we'll get Luke Herberman on deck. Luke Herberman on deck. Let's get Ari Shield, everybody.
Whoa, that was so wholesome. That was, wow, mahogany grief. That's gonna stay in my head. Kind of weird though that like I feel like I'm still all horned up from Kuzu Daddy's performance. Am I the only one? The whole night, I think they left, but there were these two people sitting right here, and it was adorable. It was like a big guy and a smaller woman, I assume, who was sitting in him like a teddy bear, like he was a giant teddy bear. And I was looking at them like, wow, she found the thing that we all hope to find when we come to this mic, a seat. But I do have a very dirty mind. Some people see a mitten, I see a sock with an erection. That's me, I don't know. I took the subway over here, and as I was sitting there looking at the seat across from me, I saw a bug crawling on the seat onto the guy who was sitting there. And I want to be a good Samaritan, but I didn't say anything. I think most people wouldn't say anything, because what if we can't find the bug? Then I'm just some weird pervert who's trying to get a look at this guy's ass? Even worse, what if we find the bug? Do I start hitting him? I start trying to hit the bug? That's no way to make a friend. I don't know, speaking of unwanted touching, Bill Cosby's going back on tour. Oh, the room's tightening up. Don't worry, I wouldn't go to see him. But if he was here, at the KGB Red Room, I don't know, like I wouldn't clap for him, but I wouldn't get up and leave. I want to see what he's got, you know? I've always wanted to look evil directly in the eye. And he's blind now, is in his blind eyes. Besides, we've all made mistakes. I mean, not that bad, but we've all made mistakes. Like I found out recently that my girlfriend is my cousin. That's what happens when your dating pool is restricted to the Jews who didn't die. I don't know. My parents are super into preserving the bloodline, like we're the British royal family. A buddy of mine married a Christian girl, and he got cut out of the family cell phone plan. Now he has to pay his own Verizon bill like an orphan. I don't know. Here's the thing about dating your cousin. I think if it takes longer than 5 seconds to explain how you're related, it's fair game. Anybody got a timer? You got a timer? Ready? Our grandfather is the same person. 4 seconds? Fuck, I'm going to jail. The worst part is she dumped me. And I lost my job, but at least they gave me a severance package. My girlfriend just severanced herself from my package. I know, that's stupid. People ask me, like, is that true? It's like, no, it's through 2 marriages, but it did happen that we found out that we were related distantly, which is scary. But, you know, I have a lot of Hasidic friends, and they see nothing wrong with me dating my cousin. Like, but they're weird because they'll wear fur hats and coats in the middle of the summer, but refuse to wear masks because they're uncomfortable. During the height of the pandemic, I was talking to a Hasidic friend of mine, and he said, "Oh, I see you still believe in wearing the mask." I said, "Oh, I see you still believe in cosplaying as Europe before the Holocaust." I know, that's like a really fucked up thing to say. But my dad is a Holocaust survivor. That's the truth. I know you guys are looking at me like I'm full of baloney. Because I look like a baby, a slowly balding baby, but my dad is a Holocaust survivor, and his bedtime stories were way different than the ones other kids got. Like, other kids got Goodnight Moon, and I got a speech about if it happened there, it could happen here. Other kids got Bananas in Pajamas, and I got The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. likes to complain about the government. You know, he'll call me up, he'll say, Ari, they just let anybody across the border and we have no idea who these people are. And I gotta be like, Dad, they're just Mexicans. The Nazis are already here. It's okay though, they watched 21 Jump Street and now we're cool again. Did you guys see this? That Kanye said that Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street convinced him to not hate Jews anymore. I don't know, that's good enough for me. I'll vote for him. Thank you much. Keep it going for Matt.
Ari Shield, everybody, the real Ari Shield. Our comedy rule of thumb is that if Junie laughs at it, it's okay. It passes. Political whatever. Jonathan Ariana, I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Junie is the star. He's the reason why we do. You'll see. You'll see. Just stick around. You'll see. He's amazing. Artist, human being, poet, etc. I mean, he's right there. Say hello to him. He's a phenomenal person. And he's usually one laughing when other people, when the comedians need, you know, they need love too. All right, let's get Luke Herberman up to play some tunes for us. Oh yeah, and then Lily will be on deck. Yes, hell yeah. Luke Herberman.
Yeah.
That's a really good guitar.
Thank you.
Everyone knows springtime is a time for rebirth. And I've got some new music coming out, actually dropping on Friday. Woo! Also got a show April 30th at the Bowery Electric. Back to rebirth a little bit. I actually recorded this song like 2021, and I liked how I did it then. Yeah. But I wanted to do it again, so I did it again, and I think I'm really happy with how it came out, and I hope you like it. So take a listen on Friday. My name is Luke Herberman. Here we go. Woo! When the blackbird was hurt, cause of all crime. As we know from crying, there is no justice in pain and free. I don't care for the fog if I can't even see. The shadow of my song caused you to grieve. It's always to pass. I am not guilty, but you know that. When the water gets warm, I won't be holding you back.
for Herbs. Thank you. Yeah. Give it up for Matt. Luke Herberman, always sounding great. Yes. And check out his comments on the YouTube videos. He's one of the few people that comments, and they're great comments, so check out his comments. The great Luke Herberman in the house. All right, now we've got an open mic debut. Let's get Lily up.
No. I was selfishly hoping that no one with a really cool tiny guitar would play right before me, but alas, can't always get what you want. Here we go. This is a song that I wrote based on the story of Pecos Bill. Pecos Bill is kind of a tall tale folk hero of the American West. And I first heard the story when I did a play of it in 4th grade. And I was not the star, I was a narrator. So I'll be a narrator again tonight.
Pecos was born in a dry Texas desert, the youngest and toughest, 12 brothers and sisters fought like the bear who was his best friend. He fell off of a wagon, a dry river bed. He was howling at the moon, howling out for love like he'd lost it so soon. Kinda like how I've been howling for you, howling at the moon and in Texas. Woo! Well, Pecos was found by a pack of coyotes. They raised him up good, running fast on the prairie. They taught him to sing their high lonesome song, and he was the best, singing out loud and long. He was howling at the moon, howling out for love. Yeah, he lost it so soon. Kinda like how I've been howling for you, howling at the moon out in Texas. Woo! One day came along a lone desert ranger, and Pecos looked up when a two-legged stranger said, "Come along now, it's time that you learn to wrangle them cattle. Look out for your herd." Left the coyotes howling at the moon, howling out for love. Yeah, they lost him so soon. Kinda like how I've been howling for you, howling at the moon out in Texas. Soon Pecos was known as the wildest rancher, but he needed a horse to serve as his partner. So he climbed on a cyclone to survey the land, and he threw down the rein he caught in his hand. And while he was up there, well, Pecos, he saw a crazy dark horse that filled him with awe, and he lassoed that horse. His rope was a rattler, and he climbed on its back. He never gone faster. He's howling at the moon, howling out for love like he's lost it so soon. Kinda like how I've been howling for you, howling at the moon out in Texas. Woo!
Yeah!
When Pecos met Sue, she was riding a catfish, and Pecos' jaw dropped. He realized his one wish was to marry that girl. So Pecos, he fashioned a ring from barbed wire, said, "Marry me, Sue, my heart is on If you grant me one wish, wanna ride on your horse like a road on that fish, and Pegasus' heart stopped, for he surely knew that riding the horse would be the death of poor Sue, but he gave her the reins. As soon as she climbed on, it started to buck, but it was too late. She'd ran out of luck. She went flying to the moon, howling out for Paco. She lost him so soon, kinda like how I've been howling for you, howling at the moon out in Texas. After 2 weeks with no food, just bouncing and flying, Pecos held up his pistol, even though he was crying, and he shot Slewfoot Sue. Now he rides through the desert, come heat or poor weather, crying out for old Slewfoot. When they were together, he's howling at the moon, howling out for love. He's lost it so soon, kinda like how I've been howling for you, howling as the moon sets in Texas.
Lily, do you have an Instagram or any kind of music online?
I'm in process.
In process, we love it. We love being in process.
That's what I'm saying. Where are you from? I'm from California. I am 4 years clean and sober from social media. But and a friend who actually works downstairs signed me up tonight, so I had to text her and she had to sign me up and say all these names and stuff, etc. I have an email. So I'm recording music next week. And I'm toying with the idea of re-entering the Instagram scape, and maybe my dad will manage it for me or something, or I can find someone. So I'm gonna say my email, and I'm gonna spell it because it's actually not Lily. So maybe you're confused. I'm gonna say it, and if you're interested in maybe like in 5 months getting a random email from some girl that doesn't live in New York and writes sad acoustic music, write it down. Okay. So my email is Gillian Myers. So GILIANMEYERS at Yahoo. Just kidding. At gmail.com.
One more time, just like fast.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
GILIANMEYERS at myspace.com, gmail.com. So send me an email and I will do my best to write it down somewhere and then write some music and get an Instagram and compile it and send emails.
I think if you had a QR code, it would be better than that.
I got a QR code coming your way sometime. Okay, thank you very much.
Email Lily. Get at her on geocities.com or Angel Fire. Hell yeah, I love it. Screw the internet. That's the way to do it. You have to get the physical tapes from Lily.
I do have a Walkman, so...
That's right. We're going back. We're going back to the Discman. And we're burning CDs from now on. Bring your burned CDs to the open mic and give them out to people. We need tangible hard drives of, or all right, can we get Ingrid Jacobson up? Is Ingrid Jacobson still here? We're gonna get Ingrid Jacobson, and then on deck, we've got the great Matthew Silver. Matthew Silver coming up on deck, so get ready for that. But right now, we've got the brilliant poet, Ingrid Jacobson. We're so excited to have her as a part of the Easy Paradise community.
She is a nice person.
Hi. Wow. What? Okay, is it after midnight? I feel like this is an after midnight poem.
Woo!
11:30. Close enough. Okay, this is a little crazy because I was writing it on the way here and I was thinking I'll just read something about spring cleaning. Do the spring cleaning poem. It's polished. It's clean. But I just wrapped up a job. That's what it's called when you're freelance and you don't have a job. You're like, I just wrapped up my contract. So this is to the beautiful CEO of a great American company. Let's see if I can read it. You, there, bespectacled consumer of a dozen calendars, elegant and elevated mouthpiece, in touch with the truest fictions about the realities that straighten, sparkle, sift, or scream before you. You whose timekeeper is a living, breathing line item. You, frequently a fly. I regret to inform you that I can serve you no longer, as my contract comes to its apologetic close. It is kept by those who are dead to me and or out of office. It no longer makes emotional/financial sense to keep doing the same thing or even doing anything at all. And so, though I may lift a finger for another master, this freelance finger waves goodbye. I know that you are busy and perhaps ill-equipped to take in such monumentous news, and so in addition to doing my job right until the final minute, training my 2 replacements to tear apart my salary like hungry dogs, I can help you, beautiful CEO of a great American company. When you are mired in suboptimal projections, know that I have told each number a cheeky little secret, and I have spent many months empowering the underlings to speak boldly about their meanings. So if you are lost, look down. And if you are in the Delta Lounge of a mid-sized American city that you are used to making throwaway jokes about as you knock back Twisty Sours, your impeccable drink of choice, you're drinking a Twisty Sour in a tiny town. Your daughter is drooling away your discretionary income. Bit by bit, my absence echoes. In the hotel room at Davos, the alarm clock reads 1:11 and then 1:13. What does it mean? Look below you to know. You're at a diner in Hoboken with your cap pulled down like tar, but tar in the second half. The grilled cheese doesn't know that you're a great American CEO, but it does know that it's made from great American cheese. The stock you represent is congealing inside of you, a tribe leading a parade of so much to nowhere. I could take you, my beautiful CEO, but I have other plans. I'll do the one about dust. Because I know that's what you all came here, was for a poem about dust.
Love dust.
Okay. Dust. Baptized in sunbeams, drifting anointed to the floor, it builds slowly on a rock's watch, subject to a low-lying atmosphere, currents of scurry and shuffle, coral unfortunate, gloom and broom, the humble vegetation of sub-sofa forests, joined by schools of other situationals, pocket findings, dinner crumbs, remote losings, a proud, triumphant piece of something, the reins, husk of a person, skin and hair, the unmentionables, nails, any kind. From these wind-formed dunes, and from the dunes, life springs spontaneous. How cute, the bunny, how it replicates. Where can it all come from? Born by the windowed beam itself, civilization's smallest hole, passing through and collecting, when bunnied, a vault of pass-through. Think of the neutrinos, slowly drifting down from or through the sun itself, the neutrinos, passing by easy and hard places to reach at random, science's golden cave, the break room outside, top of fan, bottom of fridge, portico of lonely shelf, certainly beneath it, clinging to every corner, joyfully calling Kronos when it is moved. dew internal, on crusade through our chambers, shedded hair, entangled quantumly, waiting for the hands of its own collider, whose slough it already contains, the Sisyphusian imperfect reach, dusting and becoming dust.
The great Ingrid Jacobson, everyone, listen to her words. Listen to what she has to say. She's a great poet, and it's very important. Every syllable is important.
She's a booth freestyler. She just wrote all that shit now.
She's a booth freestyler, everybody. Do you understand? She wrote all that shit right now. That's what you should do. You don't need to prepare shit. You get on stage and you just... You know, you just scat, baby. And speaking of scatting, it is time. We're doing the other side of comedy, everybody. Come out 419, St. Mark's Comedy Club. It's Matt Proctor. It's Matt Silver. It's 10 times the crazy. Give it up, Matthew Silver!
Yes!
Yeah!
It didn't run away from me. My soul is still here. Wherever it is, ow, ow! It's here, it's here, it's here. Oh, baby, everybody, that's what I said, bunny. It's a bunny. I'm 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 a bunny. I just wanted to say that if there was one thing that you could just point your finger to, if there was one thing, it would always be this one thing that you could point to the tip of my fingers. One finger right here. If you just come over. If you just came over right here. If you could just come over, just see this one thing. It's one thing. Just one thing, man. Nobody else has it. Woo!
My God.
Woo! Nobody has it. I'm trying to do something important. It's important. I was a wolf cub. I was a tiger. I was a bear. I was a lion. And now I'm just a tutti frutti.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I knew. This is what we signed up for. Woo! We signed up for the job. And we took our job passionately, compassionately. And I didn't know anything. I was just another dumb idiot while they were behind the curtain doing all the wires. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something from the top. But right in front of my face, they were gonna take it all away. It's you people. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. I want it back. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Fine, you keep it. You keep it.
Tutti Frutti All Rudy. Matthew Silver, everybody. He'll be coming at you from the other side of comedy April 19th. Check it out. We've got a great show at St. Mark's Comedy Club. Give it up one more time. That was amazing. Fantastic. All right, we're going to keep it going with the comedy. Let's get a big round of applause. Can we get a huge round of applause for Peter Glissman? He's at Club Coming this Sunday. Club Coming in the East Village. This Sunday. Check him out. The great Peter Glissman, everybody.
Give it up for KGB. Give it up for Matt. Give it up for National Poetry Month. In honor of National Poetry Month, I'm going to try an experimental form of comedy. I'm going to tell a joke and hopefully experience something other than silence. Did everybody dig Lily's set? Was that just fucking awesome? I would just offer one piece of advice though. Anytime I hear a performer say they're going to have their dad manage their career, I would just ask one question. How'd that work out for Jesus?
Not well. It's my dad's dream to be a stage dad.
Woo!
No, I'm addicted to the entertainment industry. I shot an NYU film this weekend as the lead actor.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm a stand-up comic. I play guitar. I do write poetry. I just don't do it here. But there's one thing I don't like about the entertainment industry. Don't you hate it when people in the entertainment industry have a farewell tour that lasts longer than their actual career? And think about it. Elton John, Billy Joel, the Pope. All right, one of them said farewell. But did you see, so I had this friend of mine, he's venting about Star Wars. He says, I hate the Star Wars franchise. Crazy fans, disappointing sequels. I said, wait a minute, that's not the Star Wars franchise, that's the Catholic Church. Have you seen the most recent sequel the Catholic Church tried? It's called The Two Popes.
Oh, I love that shit. That was so good.
What's next, the Three Stooges? Although I think the Three Stooges would do a better job running the Catholic Church. I mean, especially confession. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. In the name of our Lord, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Okay.
So, when I was a little kid, I went to Catholic school, and every year I wanted to play Jesus in the Christmas play. I always got stuck playing the wise man. Every year. Okay, kids, we're going to do the Christmas play. Oh, can I be the baby Jesus? Can I be the baby Jesus? Oh, wise man again. This beard itches. This costume smells. And every year at Easter, okay, kids, we're going to do the Easter play. Can I be Judas? Can I be flat nails again? Okay.
Woo!
So we just had Easter weekend. And I don't know, the older I get, now here's the thing, I went to Catholic school for 12 years, I call it atheist prep. You guys know about Catholics?
Yeah.
You touch yourself, you're going to hell. You touch little boys, you're going to Boston. Catholics are big on funerals. Now I'm going to get cremated, I like to think outside the box. I'm having a harder and harder time believing that Jesus was real. I mean, let me get this straight. He was surrounded by dudes. He had a crush on a redhead he never had sex with. Wait a minute. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school. That's not the Savior of our Lord. That's not the Son of God. That's me in high school in 1978. All right, I had pimples. He had a crown of thorns. But it's basically the same concept. But now, here's the problem I have with the story of Jesus. If Jesus was real, would he have come back? He's surrounded by 12 hairy, sweaty Middle Eastern guys who constantly pester him to say stupid things and tell stupid stories. Walk on water, yeah, whatever. The only women in his life were a virgin and a redhead. He was persecuted. He was capped with a crown of thorns. He was nailed to a cross with flat nails. He was speared in the side like a killer whale in The Deadliest Catch. And he only got to be dead for 3 fucking days? Come on. Seriously? Can you imagine God's wake-up call after 3 days? Come on, kid. Feet hit the floor. Oh, flat nails. Sorry, that must have hurt.
Yeah.
Come on. We already heard back from the marketing team. This is what they have so far. They already started printing the t-shirts. Is my savior. It's all about you. Come on. You gotta come back. So, I'm divorced. Thanks. Twice, thanks. My first wife was a devout Christian, but she introduced me to my favorite sin, adultery. My second wife, we had a great relationship on paper. Turned out to be toilet paper, used.
Woo!
So, I'm on a dating app right now, but it's kind of painful because I just turned 60 this year. So, I'm over 60. I used to drink in old man's bars, now I drink in bars. I used to date older women, now I date women. You've probably seen the reality show about my sex life, Antiques Roadshow. Dating apps are kind of annoying when you're over 60. I went on a date with a woman that had no teeth. So, of course, I took her home and had sex with her because the rest of her was fine. But then she asked me to borrow my tape measure because she wanted to see if her furniture would fit in my living room. I said, wait a minute, this isn't serious. This was just like a quickie one-night stand thing. She starts crying. She's like, you have no soul. I said, no, you don't understand. You have no teeth. So look at my profile photos. You know what you don't see? A soul. Look at your profile photos. You know what you see? Teeth. I have some friends who are devout Christians. They know a guy. He's on the internet. $20, soul. You want this to be serious? I'll find a soul. Find your fucking teeth. You guys have been great. I'm Pete Glisman. Thank you.
Peter Glisman, Sunday at Club Cumming. It was just Easter. I love the Catholic jokes, okay? They're close to my heart. The Catholic material. It's important because it's such a fucked up organization that people need to talk about it. People need to expose it. But Peter Glisman, hilarious. One more time for the great Peter Glisman. All right, can we get Jordan Caland up to do some tunes for us? One of the great songwriters of New York. We're so excited to have him. Give it. Up. New York, midnight.
I'll do that. I'll do the two mic. It does have a plug. Okay, does it? Is it good? I mean, we can do both.
It sure might sound good. Let's try it.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's experiment. Thanks, Matt. It's great to be back up here. So I guess it's not midnight yet, so it's still Easter Monday. I got 5 minutes. Woo! My last 5 minutes of the day. So I'm gonna play a song about a rabbit, a bunny. It's a toy bunny. It's like a metaphorical toy bunny. Oh boy. I've been tuning that whole time. It's okay, this song's only like 3 minutes, so. Yeah, last week I played a song about a toy telephone. I guess there's a lot of toys in my life at the moment. I have a 4.5-year-old daughter. Yeah, you guys, I don't know, this doesn't seem like the parent crowd. You guys gotta try that on for size. Yeah. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and taking her to school. That's how much I love Easy Paradise.
Yes!
Because, you know, that's it. Alrighty, Wind Up Rabbit. Woo! Ooh. I'm all wound up and distracted. I need my handheld gadget. Don't wanna wind up like a wind up rabbit that you used to own, that winds up alone. How did I wind up with these bad habits? Love is the main ingredient in sadness. Don't wanna wind up like a wind up rabbit that breaks too fast and winds up in the trash. Every little thing I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Every little thing I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Some stories, they're like wine, better if you let them sit for a long time, like a wind-up rabbit that can't unwind. I just keep going, but I wind up broken. Oh brother, can you help me? Can you help me carry the weight? The weight of the weightless. Or are you getting sick of the taste? The taste of the tasteless. Every little thing I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Every little thing I don't need to know. I don't need to know. I'm all wound up and distracted. Love is the main ingredient in sadness. Don't wanna wind up like a wind up rabbit out on that's on Spotify or wherever strong songs are streaming.
Yes.
Jordan Galland is the name. All right.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Jordan Galland, great songwriter. Check out his stuff online. Check out his stuff on the internet, on Spotify and on Bandcamp and whatnot. So one of the big announcements that we have made recently is that Easy Paradise has sold. We went public. We had a public valuation. The Easy Paradise open mic had a public valuation of $9.3 billion. Yes, thank you. And so we were acquired by the Endeavor agency this weekend. I don't know if you heard about it. It was a blockbuster deal. We merged with the other open mics, the Word NYC. And so we'd like to thank Ari Emanuel, and we'd like to bring this next guy up. He was part of the group of investors that acquired the Easy Paradise open mic. So I think we're going to have a special, let's just have a few words. Can we get Elon Musk? Is Elon Musk in the house? Is it possible we get Elon Musk?
Do it. You wanna fuck me already? You don't even know who I am as a person. And that sucks. Look, I've been told that, that's generally what I'm told is that before I start speaking, I really should get everything recorded. Here we are. Someone's gonna have to hold this fucking camera for me. You get a volunteer.
Somebody?
You do it. Are you good with the fucking camera?
Well,
Are you good with the fucking camera?
I suggest you find somebody else.
Who's good with the camera? Who knows what one-point perspective is?
He's a photography major.
Look at that.
Alright, here's photography major. This is how you recruit people.
Hey.
Woo! Enterprise. Okay, come in over here. Whoever you are, come in. Come this way because I can't see you. Okay, you're recording now. Don't worry about that. I'll edit the rest out later. Is that you see it? See this? Can we turn the lights off? I'll tell you what, motherfuckers. I'm Elon Musk. Ask me anything. Go ahead, bitches. Raise your hands or something.
Slavery.
Slavery.
Slavery. Yes or no? Yes or no?
What?
Yes or no?
Slavery.
What do you want me to say to this?
I said that. Slavery. Yes or no?
Yes and no.
Oh God.
You have to understand that depending on the context in which
Can you use a microphone?
you gotta understand that depending on the context. Whoever said that last not actual question. You just threw the word slavery out there, and as Elon Musk, I see a lot of tweets.
Deporting Mexicans.
Slavery / deporting Mexicans, or like.
Whoa! Deporting Mexicans.
For slavery?
5-4 Mexicans.
There's a lot of slavery that happens.
Yes.
How do you pronounce your children's names?
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't have any children. They mean nothing to me. They mean nothing to me. You might see them as children, but I just see them as products.
How do you pronounce your product's name?
Look, the whole point is that they're products of intelligent design, and we're doing that to defy God. What's going on? The question over there?
Elon, is it true that you are buying a property in New Zealand as a post-apocalyptic resort kind of vibe?
Oh yeah, you can consult my friend Peter Thiel. He's really all about that. No, we're libertarians out here. Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. When you got a fucking $1 billion in your pocket, you're gonna be a libertarian, dude.
That's great.
Yeah, New Zealand's pretty nice. You gotta say, like, New Zealand's pretty fucking nice. Like, you got look, Lord of the Rings. Why do they think they shot all that shit there? It's like fucking Iceland, but nicer. It's Iceland. That's New Zealand. Next question.
What's it like having sex with Grimes?
Everyone wants to know.
Yo, for fucking real, she's trying to stick like this, like, fucking, you know, like Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yes.
She tried to stick that up my ass.
Did you like it?
No, because I said it wasn't small enough, because my anus is kind of tight. So, you know, I was like, yo, listen, you gotta throw a smaller one at me, because... And you know, she was fucking saying to me, like, she was saying to me, like, dude, you could get one manufactured tomorrow. And I told her, bitch, do you not know the logistics behind that? I have to get that shit fucking drop shipped? Or you think I'm some kind of cuck? I'm fucking Elon Musk over here, what are you? Oh, you Grimes, I don't know, whatever. You know, and it's so fucking annoying because she never answers my DMs anymore. That's why I bought Twitter in the first place. Next question. Come on!
Deporting illegals!
We've just got 1 minute left.
What do I have to do about deporting illegals? What, do you think I'm giving fucking Starlink to people in fucking Botswana trying to get the fucking to Mozambique? You serious?
Ukraine!
Ukraine? Oh! Okay, that's more relevant to like what I actually do, you know? Like, listen, I just, you know, I bet half of you guys don't even know what fucking Eswatini is. And then, you know, I just secured a Starlink contract with Eswatini. You know Starlink? It's like, have you motherfuckers see UFOs? It's actually my shit, bitches. So what we did with Ukraine, I mean, it's shit. And they ain't gonna fucking pay us. Do you not realize that all the fucking money that is being sent to Ukraine, those are essentially loans that gotta get paid back? It's called Lend-Lease. And, you know, us guys over here on the infrastructure level are gonna basically say, well, you know, if I can't collect on the dividend, you know, in 20 years, you know, look, it's essentially inconclusive.
Fuck, marry, kill. Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Your most recent.
But I'm not even gay.
Your most recent Tesla model.
Oh.
And
What I fuck, marry, kill that?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Okay, the last is Mary. No, the second is Mary. The last is fuck. The first is kill.
All right, Elon, thank you for your time.
All right.
Well, the first thing I gotta say to you guys is that, you know, like, look, I grew up reading Ayn Rand. That was my hook on phonics. Well, you know what? Now we have Silicon Valley.
Give it up for Elon Musk, everybody.
No, I'm gonna end this.
No, it's over. It's over. The AMA is over. We're cutting him off. Does anybody have Elon Musk's phone? We're trying to drive self-driving cars here. We're trying to go to outer space. We can't even find a phone. Oh, there it is.
I have just the final poem.
Okay, Elon is just going to share one final poem with everybody. So enjoy and cherish it.
We live in the age of Elon Musk, where narcissists with means and memes Elron amok. The richest man on the planet, not surprised he's a faggot. Elon Musk, he's not even gay. If he was gay, the world would have been a more peaceful place, but only slightly.
The richest man alive, everyone. Elon Musk. Tell everyone. He came to KGB Red Room and he answered your questions. Anything you wanted to know. The portal was open. and the wisdom was passed on to you. So now maybe you will be rich. But I doubt it. All right, let's get Jason King up. Can we get Jason King to do some comedy? And then we'll have a DOK on deck.
You own nothing.
And we've got a lot of great entertainment. It's late night, baby. It's late night with Easy Paradise. This is we're doing shows all freaking night. Give it up for Jason King!
Hey guys, make some noise for all the boner. Oh, can we turn down the reverb on this? Is that okay? Sorry. We good? Oh, there's still reverb. Can we make some noise for all the vulnerability in this room right now? I wanted to talk about something super vulnerable, but it's not going to be on tape anymore. But so it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to talk about something super vulnerable, so I hope you guys laugh, because that would make it way worse if you don't. Let's see. Anyway, what I'm talking about. I got sexually assaulted. Don't laugh at that part. I got sexually assaulted. I got sexually assaulted by a girl, which the friends that I divulge this information to like to call it the good kind of rape. Yeah, I remember telling them, I was like, "Hey guys, I got sexually assaulted," and they were like, "Ooh," and I was like, "By a girl," and they were like, you know, yeah, you know, and a lot of people, you know, will say that comedy comes from trauma, but I was funny before I got raped.
Yes.
And the thing is, I got sexually assaulted by a girl, so I know I was funny because I probably got sexually assaulted for my personality. Most people get assaulted for their body, me for my charm. There are levels to this, you know. I know I'm up here talking about this super casually, but I think that a lot of times guys will say this to their friends, and people will, like, other guys will respond to them in a way that makes them seem like they shouldn't be upset at all, you know. Like, I remember I told one guy friend, like, "Hey man, I got, you know, sexually assaulted by a girl," and he was like, "Damn dude, did you bust?" Then he gave me a high five and told me I was living the dream. Then he went down to the rest of the dorm. He was like, "Jason got raped by a girl," and they were all like, "Roo, roo, 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 roo." And they were like, "Jason's not only a snack, he's a whole ass Cold Stone Creamery." She didn't like it, she didn't love it, she had to have it. I read about Lil Wayne. He got molested when he was 11. A stripper sucked his dick in front of an entire gang of men. Yeah, it's Birdman's fault. Yeah, I imagine that, you know, Lil Wayne was so confused by, like, the way they responded. He probably went to the booth the next day. He was like, "Stripper sucked my dick and I immediately started crying. All my friends said it was because I had a really good time." Very young moolah, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whenever I talk about this, people always tell me, it's like, you know, they're not enough guys talking about their sexual assault experience, and I think it's because, like, oftentimes, like, these experiences are so normalized and so minimized. There are a lot of guys out there that don't even know they got assaulted, right? Like, there are a lot of guys out there right now that are like, "Dude, I'm so fly, I get pussy in my sleep." That's not Riz, that's rape. It's tough, man. I'm sorry for putting this sexual assault joke on you, but
if you didn't like it, I had to force it on you. That was the only way it worked, and I wish I got it on tape, but alas, well, at least from the, yeah. Anyway, give it up for your hosts. Give it up for Matt. Thank you for letting me share that.
Jason King, consistently great, consistently one of the most important voices, funniest voices. We love having him here. We're very lucky to have him here. Thank you, Jason King, for coming out and for talking about that sensitive issue, males being sexually assaulted, like Brendan Fraser, right? Exactly, right? I mean, it's fucked up. It is fucked up, and we're putting a stop to it here at this open mic. And we're gonna have some more comedy, all right? Who's ready? Can we get a DLK? This guy hosts great open mic and comedy events all over New York City. Check out his social media. Follow him. One of the great comedians of New York, a DLK.
Give it. I'm too used to this one, man. So I'm so sorry. It's,
What's that microphone?
It's my personal one. It's yes. Thank you. The rocker mic. Does it work? Does it work? It's working.
Oh yeah.
It's working. Guys, give it up for yourselves one time. Give it up for Matt. Woo! In the bar. Give it up for your bartender, guys. Please tip them. They're amazing. All right. I love how you opened up, Matt. This is great. Because he's like hyping up the mic, you know, and he goes, "Don't you just love a place where everybody knows their name?" Yep. And I'm just like, where have you been hanging out where people don't know their own name? Where have you been partying? I'm just gonna hold this like this the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know how to work it, so it's fine. Oh man, this is great. Does anybody know Brian Fernandez?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. He was here earlier, and I was talking with him outside, and he was like, yeah, there's 3 floors, 3 levels to this. 3 levels. You got the New York Comedy Club. That's like the basement. That's the ground level.
Yeah.
That's that's like fucking dirt broke. You know what I mean? And then you got the 2nd floor. It's a little bit better. You know, it's a little bit. You're working your way, and then you get to the 3rd level. This is where real comedy happens, baby. This is where real comedy, poetry, music, it all comes alive.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for having me. You know what's funny is the last time I was here, I actually burned myself on one of the candles. One of the candles tried to light me on fire, dude. I came back just to light the other one on fire. So a little bit about me. I work as a barista.
Woo!
Thank you. And it's crazy, like when you go out. Anybody work in the service industry? Show of hands. Anybody work in the service industry? Yeah, you guys are the real essential workers. Let me tell you, you guys are fucking awesome. Give it up for yourselves. And I don't know if you've ever felt this when you go outside of where you work to another place that's kind of like where you work, but as like a customer. Like I went to this other cafe the other day. I work in a cafe, but I went to this other cafe the other day. It's called Cafe Reggio. Has anyone ever been there? Alright. Well, I went inside a Cafe Reggio, and I sat down, and the server came over, and he took my order, and immediately after he took my order, he goes up to the manager, and he just goes, "I don't want to do this anymore." And like, I don't know if he knew that I could hear him, but I just yelled out, "All I ordered was a croissant, what the fuck?" So then I just got up and left. I just left. I went to the next cafe, because you could just do that in New York. You know, there's like 5 cafes to every block. you see a Starbucks on one corner, there's a fucking Dunkin' on the other, you know? So I went to the next cafe on that block, and it was called Cafe Wah. Have you ever been to Cafe Wah?
That's where Jimi Hendrix did his first breakout.
Fuck yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. He knows what's up. That's where I go. So I went to Cafe Wah, and it was funny. That time I was actually talking to the manager of Cafe Wah, because I was trying to convince him to change the name of the cafe. Because it's spelled Cafe W-H-A question mark. So I was trying to convince him to change the name so they get more customers in. And he was just like, what should I change the name to? I was like, change it to Cafe... What you talking about, Willis? It's either that or Cafe whatchamacallit. I do think Cafe what you talking about, Willis. Rolled more off the tongue, you know? Alright, fuck it. I'm just gonna... Oh, well, now this is off. Alright, that's fine. Can't change now, can't stop now. I'm gonna talk about the weekend I had, if that's cool. First of all, happy Passover. Happy Easter. You guys have a good Easter? Anybody else realize on Easter that the Bugs Bunny should have just been the Easter Bunny? You know what I mean? That's killing two bunnies, one stone right there, right? You know? Hey man, people have rabbit's feet, don't judge. This weekend, somebody asked me to record a podcast. They asked me to be like their first guest on this podcast. Nice. Yeah, but here's the thing. I had to bring all the equipment and all my shit with me to record this podcast. I get to her place. She wants it at her place. So I get to her place, and I'm setting up for like 20 minutes. And I finally get the video on, and it's pointing to her couch, and she's sitting on the couch with her cat. And I go over to the couch, and I sit down, and she just goes, and we're live with the Never Been Done Before podcast. Because obviously this has never been done before. And I just look into the camera, and I just go, totally. And we're talking for a good like 5 to 10 minutes until we hear like a loud banging on the wall. And we keep going on like we didn't hear anything, but then 5 seconds passes by and we just hear, shut the fuck up in there! And I just go, you got a roommate? And she's like, yeah, but we can keep going. I'm like, you sure? She's like, yeah. So we keep going for another 5 minutes, and we hear another loud banging on the wall, and this time her roommate comes out in nothing but tidy whities. He's wearing nothing but like a fucking Speedo and pretty much naked. And basically, I'm in the middle of a screaming match right now because he comes out and he just goes, what the fuck are you doing in here? I'm on a different sleep schedule than you. Why are you doing this? And then I start getting up and I walk over to the camera and she just goes, look, I don't need your permission to do things, all right? I pay rent to be here. And I'm basically in the middle of a screaming match now because he just goes, you barely pay rent to be here. You fucking sublease for me. What is wrong with you? And then she just goes, look, I don't need to ask your permission to do things. By this time I have like the camera in my hand, you know? And he just goes, I know you don't think you have to do that because you're a fucking narcissist. And then he runs out of the room, slams the door, it's dead silent, and I'm just holding the camera and I just go, yeah, it wasn't recording. The SD card filled up. But I'm gonna go. And on that note, guys, thank you for having me. Hey, here's the thing. I host the mic. I host the mic, and at the end of the mic, I always say, "Look, guys, you're all gonna make it." But here's the thing: for everyone, every comic, poet, musician that's gone up tonight, you've already made it, guys. So thank you for having me.
The great Adil K. What a beautiful note to end on. You've already made it. I love that. Thank you. Check out his open mics at Tiny Cupboard and around the city. All right, this is my book, 1 year. I wrote 1 line per day, every day for a year. So this is today's entry. This is April 10th. I read a line every reading. So this is a way to tie the open mics together. Thank you. I can't wait to see your celebrity impressions. We've got a celebrity voiceover impersonator here, and we're gonna try to get her up. If we're lucky, we might be able to. People are nervous. I understand. So this is April 10th. Stepping out the sliding deck into wind-swept CinemaScope. Do you feel that? Do you all feel that? Yeah. Let's get Desi up. Yeah. Desi is going to do some poetry, and then we've got Ashley, and then we've got... Let's get Desi, one of the great poets. Give it up.
Okay, Alright, I'm trash at introducing my poems and whatnot, but I'd like everyone to give a hand for all the wonderful performers that came before me. So much passion, so much lovely talent.
I think I remember you telling that. Yeah, right.
This one's called Lauren. Aching to keep convivial, tinge of hops makes white water tipping on the stool. Hemmed in by inarticulate cold, prick by prick filing teeth. Reverting not to coo, stubborn muster untoned. Fingertips unable to stop up and make flute of mutterings. Hewn bitter of a hinterland wind. Not shooing away ghosts to resolve dissolute in a river fog. No ghosts here. No shared haunts. No tepid springs of an exhausted intimacy. Rather, the encroachment I sought lost from. Field